All right, good day, good evening, good afternoon. This is Alex Haigh with EXP and the Haigh Group of the Treasure Coast. Today we're going to talk about, can you buy or sell with crypto? You're going to be hearing about this more in the future. Stay tuned. All right, so we got a lot of questions out there. There's a lot of hubbubaloo. There's a lot of conversations, a lot of confusion. Very little certainty out there depending on who you talk to about crypto in general, right? The biggest cryptocurrency out there, which we still don't even know if it's going to be defined as a currency, the SEC and so forth, they kind of have a battle going on of who's going to actually even regulate this thing. So to even use the word currency is maybe even a misstatement. So getting into real estate and crypto, if you're a buyer and you want to buy using your crypto, can you do it? Yes. You're a seller. Somebody comes to you and says, hey, I want to buy your property and I want to use crypto. Yes, you can. And you can be protected on both sides as a buyer and as a seller if you have an agent that understands how to navigate this process, okay? The first thing that you need, whether you're buying or selling with crypto, in a regular environment where you're using fiat, which is the dollar, the yuan, the euro, those are considered fiat currencies, okay, is that you need a escrow account to hold the escrow. So the $5,000 will go into escrow, will hold the property, will take it off the market, right? That's considered escrow. What you need is you need a title company that is willing to hold escrow in crypto or even in fiat. So try to follow me here. We've isolated one in California that is willing to be a subsidiary escrow company for any escrow in the United States. So they're willing to take on the potential liability of using crypto in a transaction, a real estate transaction, okay? They're called guaranteed title, and we can get you the information on that if you want to reach out to us. What they will do is there's something called BitPay. And what BitPay is actually a mechanism or it's a company that you can actually pay your employees in crypto. What you can use BitPay for as well is to actually put money into BitPay and they can convert it into crypto. So if you're a seller, right, you would receive fiat from BitPay through that title company. So the title company and BitPay would work closely together. So the buyer would send in their crypto, whether Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, right? Those are the top ones that I would suggest you work with, and that's a whole nother conversation. But so somebody would send in their Bitcoin into BitPay. BitPay would work with the title company to hold that money in escrow or that crypto. Now, people say, well, what about, you could go to contract. This is one of the things with crypto is it's very volatile, right? Bitcoin could be 64,000 one day and it could be, 59,000 the next day, or it could be 64,000 one day and 74,000 the next day. As the market cap increases, it's at 1 trillion right now, there will be less volatility, most likely, but there is volatility. So the onerous is on the buyer. So the buyer is agreeing to buy the property at $100,000, right? That might be 1.8 Bitcoin the day where you go to contract, but the day that you close, it might be 1.7 or it might be 2.1. The onerous is on the buyer to bring enough Bitcoin to the transaction to equal the fiat amount that was agreed on. So it was agreed on $100,000 US dollars, okay? That buyer would either have to make up the difference in Bitcoin, or they actually might have to have less Bitcoin into that escrow account through BitPay at the day of closing. So I hope you follow all that. As a seller, there really isn't a lot of risk, actually, because you're still doing the transaction in fiat dollars, US dollar, okay? You can choose to do a wallet to wallet, which would be Bitcoin Bitcoin, like the buyer comes with Bitcoin and the seller will accept Bitcoin, then that would be built into that contract. So I know there's a lot that's going on here. I just want you to know that we can do it. In the future, you're going to start to hear more about this. So stay tuned for further episodes, but it can be done. We can help. The buyer and seller are covered, and you're represented by a mortgage, by a real estate company, also a title company that are going to protect you. So it can be done. Be open, be receptive, be curious. We're moving into this new generation, this new era, and be receptive to it, because if you are, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you out there. If you're not, then there's going to be less opportunity. Thanks so much for sticking around. Appreciate you.